Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel of Yaruta. Today we are going to be showing a video of a new D&D campaign that we just started with my best friend Andrew, and it's going to be called Doors of Shrines. It is going to be an interesting fantasy RPG with a lot of interesting
Atomama.
Welcome to the campaign of Atomama. So I would like you both to introduce your characters before we start this. So go ahead and just look towards the camera and describe just the basic what your character looks like as you're getting onto a boat for your travels to start.
Let's start. You go first?
I'm Huzzah. I am half elf, half human. I have pointed ears. I'm tall in stature, bold shoulders, bold chest. I carry a shield and a long sword, as well as my wand. I wear a cloth, white, with a green crescent in the middle of my chest to show where I'm from and what God I believe in.
All right. And Andrew,
Shithead.
go ahead and describe your character to everybody, please.
You see before yourself half elf who is about 5'12" in stature. He's relatively handsome. Let's see, what else is there? As you get to his clothing, he has a rather large turtle shell that is pretty much a breastplate as it comes around and just comes down, and as well as the front and back to it. It seems to be relatively new with a fresh coat of wax across it. And, well, encased in the wax, there seems to be algae and, well, regular things that you might see across a turtle's back. And he wears, like, leather armor underneath it, just as a precaution, as this is a dangerous world. At his side, you see a rapier. Just relatively simple, not really decorative, just what needs to be done whenever it comes to using it, as well as a dagger at the other side,
Okay.
and that's pretty much it.
I forgot to say that I do carry a mace
You carry a mace,
as well as my long shield. I mean my long sword.
long shield. I like
My
that
long
idea.
shield.
I'm writing that down. Adding
That's right. Change approved.
change approved. You can have a long shield. Go ahead and add it to your
long
inventory.
shield.
We'll start with that.
Is that like, I'm thinking like the full-on
Yeah, I'm talking like
door-shaped shield.
I'm thinking like like the one that you see like the two guys
One
like
we can
wielding
stand
two that just
behind.
slam together.
Yeah, no, one I can stand behind.
Ooh yeah.
I can kneel down. I kneel down like this, and I can hide behind.
It's basically a trapdoor with arms.
But it comes down. It comes down with a point like this, so I can stab you with it if I need to.
I got you. Okay, cool. Okay, so
And I can stab it into the ground for more.
to begin your journey, you both get on a ship in Neverwinter, heading south along Fey Run, along the Sword Coast, and amongst your third day of travel,
That's super loud.
on your third day of travel, you both wake to a stir. As you both barely come to consciousness, you see a bright light as the sides of the ship just explode as you're knocked straight into the wall. You're both blasted through the hull of the ship and launched out into the ocean. You see the ship torn to pieces, not able to find much to hold on to as most of it was burning or sinking. You try to float as best you can. You ride the waves over the course of 2, 3, 4 days, and eventually you hit land and just pass out from the sheer exhaustion of being in the ocean for that long. And then you both wake up. Slowly. It seems to be the middle of the night. There's a full moon out, and the entire landscape around you is just covered in mist. It is thick and dense to the point where you can hardly see but 10 foot to 15 foot in front of you. I mean, clearly. It gets a bit harder to see after that. You both wake up and to find yourselves scattered with various debris of your belongings along the shoreline, as well as many corpses that had washed up along the same shore. Um, you currently are just on a large shoreline. Off to the distance, you can kind of see some large cliffs that are like good 40, 50 foot up. What would you like to do?
Well, first of all, we both probably need to do an equipment check. What stuff do we still have on us?
Yeah, gather up everything that we see that would be useful.
Okay. As you start to peruse, you check a few of the bodies. You find a few metal trinkets here and there, just a few rings just marked out. And you find 2 silver and 3 gold rings on everybody. And both of you roll me an investigation check, I guess.
2 silver and how many?
2 silver and 3 gold rings. They're just plain band rings.
On everyone?
Yes, the silver are going to be priced at about. You know what? We'll get to that over here. We'll get to that over here.
How many people are we going to find?
You roll D20 for this?
Not how many people you're going to find, but I just want you to roll an investigation check while you're looking through the debris along the beach.
And what are we
Just in
rolling?
this area right here. You roll a d20, and then you add your investigation modifier. Should be one of the little ones.
We got a 9.
Andrew?
We got an 8 too. We both got 8s.
I got a 13.
Ooh.
Plus 5 on my investigation.
Nice.
Okay, well, that is going to... You find a person off to the side. They just had... You find another single silver ring that was just kind of on his pinky that was kind of smothered in dirt that was kind of like on the beach. It was just kind of off to the side. As you can see now, the fog is slightly lifted to where you can kind of see the surrounding areas a bit more as you start to search. And you can just kind of make out that there's just a few trees scattered along a basic just dark brown sandy beach with like clumps of this hard kind of like seaweed sand that just kind of hurts the bottom of your feet if you walk over it, and it's kind of caked over with like waves of this kind of grass along the edges of the cliffs, just really close as you see a pathway leading up between the cliffs, but you're not sure how far back it goes.
Well, shithead. Said, well, shithead. What should we do? Do we go down the path? Do we seek another way?
I would say let's take and the path itself is it like a...
It's not like a straight like ramp or anything. It's like you see the cliff walls come from the right side that like wraps around, kind of like you see like as you look out to the ocean, it comes out to a cove basically. Like you landed in this kind of cove that the cliffs kind of cut off the beach a little bit and cut into the water.
Okay, so odds are that we were probably brought in by the current in this cove.
And the actual like path in between looks like the 2 cliffs just kind of like
So it was
cut
just basically
in.
erosion that made this.
It
path.
looks like it was erosion, but it's just like a large sheer cliff. It looks mostly like degrading sandstone, like nothing like.
Is it sandy? Is it trees? Is it bush?
There's like just small clumps of like this really hard grass, and each one of these large green dots is just a large like I'd say like a middle-aged oak tree, not like. This just seems to be like.
Are the cliffs climbable?
They seem to be pretty climbable, yeah. It's just basic sandstone. I wouldn't trust it with your life because it is very brittle sometimes. So you just have to... Depends on what you roll.
So we can go up or we can go through it.
There's also the other side of the coastline.
I say let's take the easier path and just head straight up this. See what we can find. Maybe circle back and look at the coastline.
Alright.
From a vantage point.
So you each want to start moving that direction?
This way?
Yeah, go ahead. And place your characters about... Sorry, you get about here and here to the cave whenever you hear slithering of sorts. As you get really close, you find 2 of these what look to be blue and green scaled serpents. Their bodies are just patchworks of these different bright neon blues and greens. Scales just going all the way up their bodies, and they seem to have these odd looking flippers that like act as kind of additional what's the word, push to like move across the sand as they immediately rush out of a hole. As you see, it went back in, and along the sides of the hole, like along the sides of the sandstone walls, there are like dozens of holes, and you see them both rush out extremely quickly, and they have these bright red eyes, and they both try to make an attack on both of you.
Aggressively?
They come out aggressively, like they are looking to fuck you up. All right.
Wow.
And the first one's going to strike for you, and it's going to strike with a 15. What's your armor class?
My armor class.
Your AC?
Is 17.
17?
Yeah.
All right. It is going to...
Plus 1. 17 plus 1. Sorry.
Okay, well that's still going to hit. And it is going to deal 2 damage. It's going to slither up and kind of like slide up the wall kind of and like push itself up with the lower portion of its body and then spring at you as you try to like block with your arm. It just latches on and you feel a pulse. And I want you to roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
What's the content?
So you roll the d20 and then under saving throws, there's going to be a bonus if you have it. It should say like plus anything.
Plus 1 for intelligence.
This is going to be for Constitution.
I don't have anything.
Okay.
19.
Dude, okay.
Woo!
So you shrug it off. Like you look at your arm, and as it bites down, you see your arm start to like crack and turn into this like dark gray stone, like right around where the bite hit.
Shithead, you're gonna have to
And then it
out of me, I think.
immediately like you just rip it off and like bite down on your arm and just
Yeah.
and then spit it out. Your tongue kind of has like flecks of stone attached to it, and your arm seems to be okay, just like you kind of like brush it off as best you can. The second one is going to strike at you. Okay, what's your armor class?
My armor class is...
Well, for that attack.
12.
That's going to hit. So he is going to deal, again, 2 damage. So this snake is going to slither up, and as it sees an opening, as its separate snake jumps up and like launched itself at you. And these aren't small snakes by any means. These are about the size of boa constrictors. Like they are huge snakes that are like trying to entangle you. This one runs up and it is going to just like tie in between your legs and like up your torso, almost like moving liquid just wraps around your body. And I'm gonna need you to make a contested strength check. I'm sorry. I was gonna do the bite attack, but then I had rid something I needed to fix.
What do I need to roll?
So you're gonna roll a contested strength check against the boa constrictor. So you're gonna have to beat a 13.
Oh, that hit the dice.
All right. You know what? Fine. Go ahead because I hit the dice. I'll let you re-roll.
11.
Damn it.
All right.
Minus
Well,
1, so 10.
so it is going to successfully like start to strangle you. Basically, like you cannot move until you break free of this hold.
Can I attack him?
It is now. I'm going to ask you to both roll for initiative. They had surprise on you as you tried to walk in.
What is that?
Basically, you roll the d20 and tell me what number you got. So I'm going to ask. So anybody from, or just tell me what you got.
I got whatever the symbol is.
That's a natural 20, meaning you're going to go first. So first one is going to be Huzzah with a 20. What's your armor class?
17 plus 1, 18.
Okay. And what did you roll, Andrew?
I got a 10.
You got a 10.
Yep. So thank God for you.
Okay.
So, do I have the option to attack the snake that is attached to Shithead? So
One second. I
back
need
up
to.
my partner in crime. Come on now.
I'm trying to get my list down so we can start combat properly, or else I'm gonna lose track.
No, you take your time. I'm just saying, like, come on now. As in, like, I gotta save my boy here.
Yeah, I get you. Never
Can
mind. I was
you
gonna say
use-
what's your name, but then I remembered it's a Shathid.
It's shithead.
Shathid. It's a
Shathid?
cultural thing.
Shathid.
Shathid.
Oh wow.
Dude, don't be
I
insensitive.
was
He
dumb.
induced, he
Did you
induced
just call
himself,
my?
He induced himself as shithead.
No, I just never
What's your
corrected
AC?
you. Huh?
What's your AC?
My AC. Let me see.
What is AC?
Armor class.
12.
Oh.
I already told you this.
I'm making sure because I'm writing down everything so I can keep track of
Why does
everybody's
it
stuff, so I
say
don't have to ask every round.
dexterity up here
What?
as well. My thing says dexterity by my +1.
Oh, maybe your dexterity has +1 already. Like it's saying it's the bonus that you get because of a specific trait.
My dexterity over here is +2. That makes no sense. Maybe it's, I don't know.
And what's everybody's overall health?
I am 17 at max. Where's that at? Wait, am I poisoned?
Your hit points.
Or
It
this
should
one
be
is,
the
like,
big box.
constricting me?
20.
Cool.
What's yours?
That's my what?
Your
His armor class is 12.
and your hit.
Hit points is 17.
Okay.
All right.
20, so I got 3 more than
So
you,
huzzah! With a natural 20, you get to make the first attack, and I will give you advantage because you have one, like, grabbed by the throat and, like, ripped it off your arm. And I'm going to say because of that, you're going to have advantage on this attack because it's
Alright.
like...
Well, then I would definitely attack the snake that is attached to his arm as well as...
Oh, it's wrapped around him.
Oh, it's not. Okay, well then I want to go for a critical attack around his neck.
So you just roll with your attack with advantage, I guess.
Just have to roll for
I'll just give you
attack now.
inspiration because it's fine.
19.
Nice catch. 19. That absolutely hits. So
Fuck yeah, straight sword to the throat.
go ahead and roll or you have to roll again because rolling with advantage means you roll your d20 twice.
Oh, damn.
So you get the chance to roll a higher number.
Oh, damn. Well, I mean, can't really get higher than that, but a 20, right?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go
I
20.
was going to say go ahead and just roll again just to be sure.
Oh, 4.
All right. Well, you absolutely get to hit it. So go ahead and take one of your attacks on it with your weapons.
What do you mean?
He said he was striking with your sword. So
Yeah.
what's your
sword's damage?
Well, it says 1d8 or 1d10, 2 hand. I don't know.
So if you
Slashing.
so a 1d8 means you take an 8-sided dice and you would roll it for damage. If you're swinging with one hand, you use the 8-sided dice. If you swing with 2 hands on your sword, depending on what you want to do, you got to describe it to me and then just use the dice.
Well,
based
I
on
have
what
my shield, so I'm going to use my one sword.
Okay, so you're just going to make a single slash with a d8. Go ahead and roll that for me.
Oh, I necessarily want to make a 6.
All right, you deal 6 damage to the first snake.
And how much are the damage on the snakes?
As you bring your sword down on like the center part, like trying to like slash at it, you make a deep gash down like the center of the snake's back, and you cut off a portion of its tail close to Andrew's like left leg, and it is like writhing in pain, like still holding on to Andrew rather tightly, but he is like he lost like he is just has gashes down his whole body that like it'll take a fucking long time to heal. All right, now it's gonna be the first snake's turn, which is attached to Andrew, and it is going to make a bite attack against you with advantage because you are grappled. And that is going to be a 10, so it does not hit. He like snaps at you, and you're like, yeah, trying to like hold him off of you as he's like trying to like bite at your face, and you're just like holding him at bay, like just as best as you can. It is now your turn. Go ahead. If you'd like to try to escape the grapple, you can absolutely do that, or you can just make an attack roll on the person with disadvantage, or you can roll a contested strength check against the snakes.
Let me think.
Are you allowed to tell us how strong the snakes are?
No.
Of course not.
That's the whole part of the fun. You
Take away all
you
the
basically
fun.
get to roll, and until you don't hit it, you don't get to know what
Oh,
hits
I'm
it.
going to hit it every
I
time. so-
will, I guess. Try to get out of the grapple.
Okay, so just go ahead and roll a strength check and add your strength modifier.
By the way, I do have healing power, so.
I do too.
Alright. Oh my lord, that was almost a 19.
That's
What
a
is it?
6.
It's a 6?
That was almost a 9.
Well,
That's a
you
9.
are not going to succeed. You are
Yeah.
still grappled. You, like, pulling at him and, like, kind of, like, grabbing into the wound of the snake, trying to, like, pry it off of you, but, like, as you try to dig your fingers in, it is mainly just one giant fucking muscle, so, like, your hands can't even make purchase in the wounds, and you're just, like, gripping and your hands are sliding on the blood, and just, like, you cannot get it off of you. And it is going to be the second snake's turn, which was dropped by you when you made your attack. And it's going to be a 17 to hit. What's your armor class?
17.
So it's going to hit.
18 actually.
Well, if it's 18, it doesn't hit.
And it's +1, so it's 18.
You should probably mark that right next to your.
So it does not hit. It is going to slither up and try to make a bite attack against you again, like going after your leg, but you, like, at this time you made your, like, slash and, like, backed up a step, and it just, like, it just goes wide. Like, it didn't anticipate you to jump to the left, and it went to the right.
Of course it did. Alright.
And now it is going to be top of the round. It's going to be Huzzah.
Again, I want to attack the snake still wrapped around him.
Okay.
So I will do it this time with. I will go ahead and put my shield on my back and use 2 hands.
Mm-hmm.
Grab my daggers, and I'm gonna double hand this. So I need a D10.
No, the dagger is going to be its own attack. You're going to roll a d8 for the sword, and the dagger, I'm going to say as your bonus action, you can make another attack because you are a warrior.
It says a 1d8 or a 1d10.
That's for the sword only. So the sword isn't like 2 hands like this. It's the sword with 1 hand or the
Okay.
sword with 2 hands.
Oh. Okay.
So the dagger itself would be a totally different attack.
Got you.
So you can't swing them both at the same time. Make sense? Unless you have like an ability to do so with your character.
Okay. Well, I got a 2.
You rolled a 2.
Yeah.
So you're gonna okay. Andrew, make a dexterity check for me.
Come on, Andrew. We need you to hit a 20. That did not.
10.
That does not count. I'm going to move all my dice out of your way. So that's just your thing to roll on. There you go. That's all you. It's all you, buddy. There you go.
18.
See, now
18?
we're talking.
You see that he's like bringing this blade down really fast and really hard, and the snake like moved just out of the way at the wrong time, and you just pull back and like land on the, like, not on the ground, but like you land on like on a knee and like sling back your head, and it just pinks off of your shell and just barely misses your face.
Ooh. Is the snake gone?
The snake is still attached to him
Son of a
in this
bitch.
weird position, and it is now going to be that snake's turn.
I'm sorry, shit.
He is going to make another bite attempt at you while
Why are you
still like
pissing off the snake
while
when
still
I'm
like
attacking
held
me?
like right here away from your
trying
face.
to kill it, my friend.
That is going to be a 13 to hit.
You have to hit this. Come on now.
It is.
That hits.
No.
So I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Me? Or
No, him.
It's alright. You got this. 20.
I need you to add anything to this. Please tell me. Add anything to this.
I gotta.
It doesn't look like it.
Ooh, natural 20, baby.
So the snake,
What's it at?
as it like latches onto your neck,
See how-
and like you feel the venom get pulsed into your body, immediately you just like through sheer like force of will tighten your neck, and you feel it like fizzle, and then you feel kind of lightheaded as you see a faint light kind of come kind of out of nowhere, and you see off in the distance, in the middle of this fight, like off into the ocean behind you, you see a figure in a white robe with a small star pin, with the hood covering her face, black hair kind of tumbling out of her hood. She looks up and just, you see her smile and give a curt wave. As the next wave that rolls in, she disappears behind it, and then she's just gone.
What?
And you feel a slight warmth to your cheek, as visibly to you, you see a slight like glow come to his face that literally lights up the area around you by like 5 feet, like just like cracking a glow stick, kind of just like you see the wound on his neck like just kind of heal over, and you shrug it off. You're still gonna take 4 points of damage.
Damn it.
Oh my lord, where you at health-wise now?
I'm so good.
Your shit's down, right?
And now it's going to be Shathid's turn.
You're 11. Shithead!
Give me a second here. I know I got stuff.
Give me a second. I need to
How-
get my
how
story
powerful is
straight.
Magic, my friend?
I'll just do produce flame.
Hey,
It
my hit
doesn't-
dice it says is a 1d10.
I can produce
That's
a,
like just straight up if you were to swing a sword that wasn't like this is a specific sword.
Okay, got you.
If you just swing a regular sword, yeah, it would be a D10.
I'm just gonna
Ooh.
And
do
barehanded
produce flame in my hand, and it doesn't hurt me or like any of the stuff that I'm
You're wearing. Okay.
But it
And,
will hurt
what's-
him.
What's the damage? And
I roll a d8 for damage. But
go ahead and attempt to cast the spell, or attempt to hit me.
3. Damn it.
Come on, bro.
So you're gonna cast
That's
produce
damage, yeah.
flames, and you're gonna,
For real.
as you like, go to like wave your hand and like pull the fire kind of like out of the air, you just see it and fizzle as it just you feel constricted tighter and tighter in your hand, just like
Figure.
it just sparks a little bit and then nothing happens. So then it's going to be the second snake's turn. By the way, can you move the metal dice to the player in the back and like just kind of place it on top of the black thing, like the token it's on?
Place it on.
Yeah, it's like that's the snake that's on Andrew.
Gotcha.
The other snake is going to move towards this tree and make another snapping attack towards your foot, Huzzah. This time, not trying to bite you, but to like wrap around the side of your leg as you see it start to try to strangle you. So go ahead and roll a contested strength check with your d20. So roll your d20 plus your strength modifier.
Oh no. Plus my strength modifier. Is that the little small guys down here?
No, strength.
18 plus 9 is.
Not plus 18. It's if there's a bonus that says plus something, that's great. 18 is your regular strength.
Okay.
Like you are a strong person. That's like if you were to lift something, we would use that strength. Like we would do it based on that and based on how hard it would be.
Alright, so I got a 9.
You made a 9.
Not good.
So you are going to just like as you're focusing on hitting this and you just barely missed his face, you're like, ooh, and you take a step back and you feel something hit your leg and just wrap around and you feel it hit your torso and wrap around your arm as you see it like about to like go for your throat as you catch it like right here in front of your face as it's like trying to actively squeeze your body tighter and tighter.
Alright.
So it is now going to be your turn, Huzzah.
Well, definitely need to get rid of.
So go ahead. If you want to try to break away,
Yeah.
you can make another contested strength check.
Alright, let's do that. 3.
You do not succeed. It is still holding on to you.
I need something to roll into. This is
This
not
thing.
working.
Let's just keep rolling into this.
Here,
This is not working.
I got you. This was my original rolling tray.
You can't even open it.
I know because it's it's
Sacred.
the way it's built.
Sacred. It's a sacred.
Only those who are worthy can open it.
Check out the design on the back.
Hell yes. Alright.
Oh, come here.
15, that's what I'm talking about.
You succeed.
Need to go back and roll that other.
So it-
there.
Uh,
Now we're talking.
hold on. Sorry, it was still your turn, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, no, you completely succeed. And you like grab it by the throat and like kind of pull your hand back around your waist and like rip it off, and it just kind of like its tail like is not physically strong enough to hold on to your leg as you just pull it off and like flip it over, and now you're like holding it in front of you, still like away from your face, but it is no longer like holding on to you. So do you just want to like just kind of like toss it off in one direction, or just like hold on?
Yeah, I wanna definitely throw it.
So I'm gonna
then
need
I
you
can
to make
attack.
a strength check with advantage because you won the grapple, and I want you to try to throw. It's basically as many. Go ahead and what'd you get?
15.
So with your strength and a 15, you like hurdle this thing like a good 45 feet as you just see this boa constrictor like pinwheel off, and like you see it land on one of like back off in this direction, just like lost in the mist.
Alright.
And it is just can't even see it.
Sweet. Well then, now then it would be that. Now the snake that's wrapped around Andrew's turn, right?
Yes.
I'm trying to kill this snake.
It is.
I know, and I have something to do with my snake.
All right, good. Because I've
Whenever
been
it's
trying to help you out, my friend.
The second it's my turn.
So
Remember
it is
I-
going to make another strike against you, Andrew. Does a 16 hit?
Yes, of course.
It is just going to, it is going to make another attempt to just bite into your neck after after biting once and then seeing nothing happen. You don't even like react to it. It's just like, just immediately goes for another bite, like just not knowing what else to do, and it is going to deal 5 damage.
No.
And go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
It's a 9.
That is still going to succeed, but you feel this poison like pulse in your body again straight from the neck, and it just like you feel your heartbeat just as you feel like a portion of your neck start to stiffen as it like fully forms like this hard lump on your neck. Like the skin, you can no longer feel any sensation from there as you like reach up and touch it with your neck after it lets go. Your neck is partially turned to stone.
Oh shit. By a snake?
By these neon, iridescent, blue-green snakes with red eyes that you just found in a cave on the middle of an island in the middle of the ocean.
I wonder what they're related to Medusa.
I don't know, but I feel like you probably shouldn't have listened to me. We probably shouldn't have walked through the cave.
I knew we should have gone the high route.
Shut up. Okay, is it my turn now?
Currently, yes, it is your turn.
No, you did. Oh, you.
I will cast Thunder Wave at first level.
Okay, describe that to me. I don't have that spell memorized.
A thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you.
That is going to be everyone, including him, as well.
Sorry about this.
And go ahead and what was the damage on that again?
2d8.
And what did it say it needed to?
Then
Sorry.
need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so perfect. Give me just 1
In
second.
this case.
What's the save DC for that?
Uh,
Like, what does it say the difficulty is for that spell?
13.
Yeah, they both fail. And what happens? Go ahead and roll your damage dice, and then they get knocked like 2 foot back. The snake and both snakes fail, and you have to roll a Constitution saving throw. So go ahead and roll and see if you beat a 13.
I got a 19.
Got a 19. What happens if you succeed?
They take 2d8 thunder damage and get pushed 10 feet away from me.
So do you take half damage on success?
Yes.
Cool. So you take 1d8. So go ahead and roll your 2d8s, add up the total, and then half it, and that's what he takes.
Oh, that was 7 for one, and then 11 for the other.
7 and 11?
Yes.
So
No,
you're...
7 and 4 equals 11.
Oh,
Sorry.
11 total. Got
Yes.
it. So you are going to take a total of 6 damage. You're going to take the higher
Holy
number.
Shit.
Sorry.
And they both are going to take
Dude,
11.
I'm sorry. It's touching me.
The other snake is gone. It's not even gonna get damage, right? Or is it still
No,
a 15 radius?
It was on its way back, actually.
Well,
it was
good.
coming up,
Sent
and it is...
You fucking sent it off into oblivion.
It was within radius at this point, because it was
Okay.
behind the tree out of sight at this point.
So
I
they
took-
both take damage?
They both take damage, and I would say
You said I
the
took
snakes
5 or 6.
6 damage.
So
And hold on.
fuck.
So
give me the smaller one.
as you're holding this,
Can I have the smaller?
as you're holding this snake that is wrapped around you, and you cast this spell, you feel your whole body just starts to like vibrate back and forth as you just suddenly generate this huge force of electricity. You feel it like rumble in your gut as it like comes from your feet, as if it like were shooting through the earth itself into your feet, through your whole body, and you just feel it expel from your body, and you just see a wave of thunder rock this beach, and the mist kind of gets knocked back, and you just see the snake within your arms just immediately just shocked to shit. Like, you're holding on to it still during this whole thing, so it doesn't even get knocked from your hands. It's just being electrocuted to fuck, writhing in your hands as it starts, like, you smell the flesh burning. The other one gets knocked back by just 3 to 4 thunderbolts that just strike it in, like, back to back, and it is staggered back. Like, it is on the ground, like, twitching slightly, trying to, like, move away from your direction, but still, like, twitching.
Okay.
And the one in your hands is absolutely fucking dead. You destroyed it.
Okay,
The one
so
that was
when you
attached to him?
succeed, you don't get thrown away as well. What'd you do?
But you...
Okay.
He has lightning hands!
I know, and I can do that later. Well, I have to level up some
So,
more.
both snakes are down.
One snake is down, one is currently trying to escape.
Do we follow the snake?
I wouldn't want to follow that snake.
Why?
How close is it to me?
It is about, like, 10 foot. It's easily within your range during a turn.
If we
Okay.
follow it, it might lead us somewhere that might have more snakes. Yes, but then we'll
So-
know if there's more snakes.
Can I just attack it now?
You can go ahead and make a strike on it if you'd like.
Okay, I'll cast Ice Knife at first level.
You're going to kill it?
Why
Okay,
not?
go ahead and-
Eat.
Go ahead and
We'll
cast...
We're gonna eat the snakes. now?
Cast Ice Knife
You
and
eat
tell me...
what you killed, damn it.
Will that give us
Nature
healing?
boy.
Will that give us healing? If we eat it, will that heal us?
Depends.
I don't know. We'll just have food.
Do you know how to cook it?
I know how to cook most animals.
Then you would know how to cook it.
And does food
Well,
heal
then-
you?
I mean,
18 to hit.
resting and eating would heal you, yes. What?
18.
18, yes.
18?
So he kills.
Go ahead and roll for your damage on that.
1d10. That's this one? Yeah. That's 9 damage.
Yeah, buddy.
You... Go ahead and... how do you want to do this? Describe it to me.
Okay, so basically I hold up my finger and a drop of water comes off and forms into a dagger. And I just fling it and it hits the back of the snake in the head.
As you see this, it just punctures right through the back of the skull as it's like hissing and like trying to get away. Like, it just punctures right through its mouth and like the blade sticks out
Fuck yeah.
and just it goes limp. And you see the body still like twitching, but like the head's not moving whatsoever.
Guess if you're gonna kill a snake, that's the way to do it, my friend.
And
That's 2 spells
for now,
taken
you
away.
see nothing else.
Where was that snake headed?
I don't know. But I collect both of the bodies.
You pick up both corpses and sling them over your shoulders, and you're like, now drag.
No, I put them in the shell.
Oh, you put them in your shell?
Yes.
Do you want to skin them first? Or do you wanna
No,
just
I'll
put
do
them
that
in
at a
the-
later date.
Okay.
Whenever we're safe.
So you stuff these into your turtle, like into your turtle
No,
shell.
I take my shell off and then I put them in there
Oh,
and they
that way,
disappear
got
into
you.
the shell of holding.
Got you. Okay. As you went to go collect this one's corpse as it was running, you can see a little bit more of the beach. And you see there's another slight alcove off to the side similar to this one. It looks where like the cliff walls kind of fold back a bit, but you can't see how far back it goes.
Okay, I say let's not try that again and let's just walk along the beach till we find
The high
something.
ground.
Till we find civilization.
Is there a high
Or
ground?
some signs of it.
This is like a 45 to 50 foot cliff here and here, and it's sandstone similar to where the snakes
if we
came out.
continue upward.
Oh, that you found the end
We're
of that.
top, so we're
No,
on
you
top.
found the end to that. That is like where the snakes came out of. That's like a
Um,
hole in the wall.
Oh, so
First
far.
I cast Healing Word on myself at the second level.
You better fucking heal
Okay,
me.
go ahead and
I can.
What's
Give
the,
me a second. I have to do
how much do you heal for that?
2d4 plus 1.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Here, if you need one of those, I have another one right here.
I got 2. Thank you. That's 6 for me. And then I'll cast it as well for you. So that's 8 for you.
Hell yeah. That brings me. If my.
Wait, what? How much did you get back?
I got 8 back.
Cool. What are you at?
So that is that. Can I go over what I'm supposed to? My current hit point is 20.
No, you can only go to your max.
Okay, so then 20. I'm back to
Also,
max.
you just hear me mutter, heal us, Grandma. And then we're healed.
Alright. Thank you, partner. See? That's why I fight for you. You're my friend.
Yeah.
Coolio.
And next time.
And you're back up to 12, right?
Huzzah!
I'm 17.
17 now?
Oh no, I'm at 11. Sorry.
You were at. I thought you went 11 minus 5 took you to 6 damage, and then plus 6 would be 12.
It would be.
You should have 12 health.
No, I added plus 6 to it, and it gave me 11.
Yeah, but earlier you.
I was pretty low. I was at like 5.
Earlier you.
No,
did,
you were at
did
6
minus
earlier, so you should
6.
have one more than that, but it's fine. It's fine.
No, I was at 5 health. I was keeping track of everything.
Oh, well then maybe I just miscounted. It's fine.
And
If
I
it was a minus
so-
6, was it minus 6 earlier or minus 5 earlier?
I don't know.
'Cause if it was
No, I got hit.
We'll check the
I got
tapes.
hit multiple times.
So,
Yeah,
what would you like to do?
like I say, how hard is it for us to get on high ground? And
It's
go
a
over the
45-foot cliff.
Well,
And it's
not very
sandstone.
hard.
It's like-
I can do some stuff.
Alright, well, we want to get to high ground.
Yeah.
We don't wanna be attacked-
I'll
we
walk
don't
up
wanna
to
be
one of
attacked
the cliff
again.
faces and cast Mold Earth and turn it into.
How many spell slots do you have?
It's a cantrip.
Oh, it's a cantrip.
Yes, I can.
Did you cast any spells earlier, or were those all cantrips?
I cast 2 spells and then
How many more spell slots do you have
Two,
today?
I have 2 more first level spell slots and then just 1 high level, second level spell slot. Right?
Gotcha. Okay,
You
well,
said-
go ahead and use mold earth and just tell me the description for that, please. I could just read off the description.
You choose a portion of dirt or stone that you can see within range and that fits within a 5-foot cube. You manipulate it in one of the following ways. If you target an area of loose earth, you can instantaneously excavate it, move it along the ground, and deposit it up to 5 feet away. This movement doesn't have enough force to cause damage. You cause shapes, colors, or both to appear on the dirt or stone, spelling out words, creating images, or shaping patterns. The changes last for 1 hour. If the dirt or stone you target is on the ground, you cause it to become difficult terrain. Alternatively, you can cause the ground to become normal terrain if it is already difficult terrain. This change lasts for 1 hour.
Okay, so basically you can make handholds that would last up to an hour within the stone surface easily. That makes sense.
Yes.
Go for it.
That's basically what I do.
So you cast it over and over again, and you just see him, like, you watch as Andrew makes his way over to the cliff, and just, you're, like, wondering what he's doing. He, like, just places his hand up against, like, the wall and just, like, sticks his hand in.
I can cast
and you
it
just-
twice without difficulty. 3 times I have to make a concentration check.
Okay, so the first one you're going to do, you're going to just put it above your head, and you're going to move about 5 foot at a time for each one.
Yes.
So you're going to just kind of, like, you see him just
Come
stick
on.
his hand and, like, foot into the wall, and, like, just jam it into the wall, and you just see it, like, break the stone a little bit, like, not like breaking it, but like his hand just, like, kind of like a,
It just sinks into
like
it.
jello, kind of just like sticks into it, and then he just, like, lifts himself up, and you just see him go shook, and then pull himself up a second time, and now you're about 10 foot up this 45-foot cliff, and the handhelds are still, like, directly behind him. Like, everywhere his foot and hand hit, you can now place your hand and your feet.
Let's move quickly. I can only do this for so long.
So
before
go
I-
ahead and make a concentration check.
Yes. That's a 6.
And roll a strength check.
Hold on, let me check something for my
Why are you using
concentration.
that dice again?
I don't know,
You need to be
but
using
I have
gold
to take
dice.
it because I rolled it. I don't have anything to add to that one.
Yeah,
No.
get rid of that dice.
Use this.
Trash.
That was a 1. Damn it.
Oh, natural one.
Minus 1.
A natural 1 minus 1.
Yes.
What were you trying to do?
Continue his
Climbing up the
climb.
40-foot
Oh,
wall.
yeah, no, you try to bring your hand up to cast the spell once more, and you just smash your fingers on the rock, and it hurts like a fucking bitch. You take
Shit.
1 point
Damn
of
it.
bludgeoning damage. Sorry, like a heckin' frick, people. Sorry.
Oh no. Okay.
I'll edit that out.
So
Steven! Edit that out!
do I have the same spells?
Hmm?
Do I have any spells that can work in this scenario?
Should be written on your character sheet.
I don't have any spells at all on my character.
What's your class again?
My class?
Yeah. What's your class?
Would I be able to do something about the situation I'm in right now?
Paladin and wizard.
I might have your spell sheet, but I don't think I did. Wait, nope. No, that's not it. I will say you have access to. Hold on 1 second. Anything written in here dedicated as a level 2 or level 1 spell, I will say you have access to casting due to your parents.
You have 5.
You have all of
total
you have access
spells
to
that you
all of
can
these
use at
as
one
long
time.
as they are pertaining to your level. Any skills that are not considered spells, no. That is only the spell list you get, okay? Anything else that's not a spell does not pertain to you. It was just a friend of mine's old one that we're going to recycle because it fits your character.
I'll say can we ditch this idea and I come climbing down?
Absolutely, you can just like make your way back down.
Thank
I don't
you.
know. Let me
I'm
look at.
back down. I say let's just go along the beach and try and find a better way. Wait, I feel like I'm forgetting something. We're in a full-on cove, like it's just sheer cliffs to both sides of the beach. Isn't
No.
it?
Or-
So this side comes to a point at the beach. This side you can't see.
Okay. Since shivers down my spine.
Remember, I want to show you something real quick. Just take a look at this picture.
Whoa.
If we ever encounter something like that,
It's more-
just
This
let me
is
handle
this
it,
is like
please,
you
and
have
follow my lead.
you have this like
So it looks-
you have a
looks like
picture of him like legitimately like in your personal belongings somewhere in your
How
shell.
is it that I
That's
don't
like how you know what he
have
looks like.
the same magic as my friend here?
Anytime I think of him, it's just like there's a cold weight where the
Very
picture
cool.
is,
I guess we're gonna.
and I feel a little bit afraid.
Is there any way that we can continue climbing?
You can absolutely make an attempt if you want to go back up like where he just came down at. Move your like switch your character pieces,
Just move me out of the way.
and then he's dead. You can go ahead and make an attempt to climb 10
Just
feet
drop
up. So just
Put
go
the
ahead and
stone
make
on him.
go ahead and make a acrobatics check for me, or an athletics check. Either one, you pick.
Oh no.
Acrobatics or athletics, whichever one you want.
Look at your modifiers, please.
What was the other one? You said athletics and what?
Acrobatics.
Ooh, I have a plus by my acrobatics, but it doesn't have a sign. Doesn't have a number.
Then just put a 1. If it already says plus, that means we're filling it out.
Well,
Oh, ah.
I'm not gonna make it
Chong
either
bong
way.
jong.
2 plus 1, so 3.
Hmm?
Yep.
I was
I guess we're
hoping-
going. I guess we're going along the shoreline. I
You
got a
just-
3.
You try to make your way up, but you can't find any other solid foot or handholds other than the ones that he had provided. And could you hit pause there for a second on the recording?
Where's it at?
Where it says stop recording off to the right?
You want to pause it?
Yeah, just hit stop recording.
Stop recording. And
Or
pause?
hit pause, I guess. Wait, hello there, everybody! Sorry, we forgot to press play on the recording. Long story short, they have now cast Pass Without a Trace, and they are now moving silently over the beach. Now, as you both make your way down the beach, you see a large tree that seems to have a shack built underneath it. And as you look closely, you see 6 trees in total that like root into the ground, that bud up and like tie into one large tree around the outside of the cabin as it's like encased by it. and you can see a light shining from the inside of the trees. You see the entire inside seems to have been hollowed out as a home has been made. But it seems there is no lights at the moment. The door hangs slightly ajar. What did you do?
We have a +1 on investigation, so if you want to investigate it, what do you have?
Let me check real quick. Oh, what this thing? +5 to my investigation.
Well, then let's investigate.
Okay.
Okay, so you move your character pieces up to the tavern.
As of right now, we're hidden anyway, so why would we not
Yeah.
move it up
You're
to
moving
where?
stealthily. Go ahead and roll a stealth check with your advantage.
We both need to?
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20, baby.
I got a
Alright.
5, so thank you for that. +10, so 15.
So as a group, like you were about to like step on a stick, and he just like grabs you by the back of the shell and pulls you back, just barely missing it. You make your way up, and you open the door. Can you move your character pieces up to the cabin? You peek in, and you hear. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
I got a 10. You got 18. We got 11 actually.
23.
23.
We got 11.
18 +5.
Yeah, 23.
You hear rapid scribbling. And you hear like tapping and like muttering.
Don't push me in first, damn
Well, I mean, you heard the noise.
it. You have more health than me, damn it.
That's true.
I am
I'll
a
go
coward at
in
heart.
first.
And I know to be cautious about things because I
I do
spend
have
a lot of
big
time
shield. I will
outside.
protect. You have.
So what happened? What are you doing?
I went in
What?
first.
You went in first?
The huge shield
You
that's
open the
permanently
door,
attached to my back
and
when-
light
I
from the
can't
moon
exactly take it
shines
off.
into the room, and all you see by a little candlelight is a woman in a purple cloak scribbling on the ground in a small circle, or not a small circle. It's like a 10-foot circle, and she's like scribbling in different lines. And she stands up and like wipes her brow and turns and like sees both of you and makes a little squeak as you see a woman with dark brown skin with like her hair like kind of tied out in like the large braids that are all tied into a bun. And she turns and grabs a small crystal off the table and slaps it onto the circle, and then draws in a single last line, and the circle lights up for 1 second, and she jumps on it, and you see her poof disappear. The circle is still lit up. What are you gonna do?
Where do we go? Follow her?
No.
No?
No.
Do you have anything to follow her with?
No. From what
Hold
I've
on, let me see.
no. From what I've learned, anytime you
Have
jump
a
into
portal?
something like this without
And she
knowing
seemed-
exactly
by the
where
way,
you're
sorry.
going.
She seemed like a half elf, and she was about 5'4", very small, and she like just basically turned around and like saw you. Her eyes went wide behind her like large glasses, and she just grabbed it and slapped it down and then just jumped in.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's let her just leave then.
Yeah.
I don't
She
have-
could have friends on the other side of that.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I mean,
And she didn't exactly
Little-
seem like she was
yeah, and
one
her
to
little
talk to
voice-
people like us.
her little girl voice scares me. I mean, come on, little girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't follow
Oh, yeah,
grown
terrifying.
men. We're
So-
not following little girls.
You decide to wait.
Yep.
So you see the circle stop lighting up. The crystal that you had seen her like slap down on the ground seems to have completely disappeared.
Is there left any trace?
The circle is still there, still drawn.
But the crystal, is there
The crystal
any
has been-
sand or anything?
It just kind of looks like it's been gone.
Dust.
Like it's just gone.
Gone.
Not even dust.
I only asked.
As you look around the room, you find just like basically a small study. It has various books that, as you look around, you find books on botany. You find different books on a lot of different animals in this area. It seems to be that you're in a coastal region. Basically, you are. Give me just one second. I have to pull up the map. Excuse me, Tibby. You are currently within the Moonshay Isles, somewhere along this island region.
Okay.
Based on the books. And it says it's currently like local, and you kind of figured out as you see different diagrams of the snakes that you found, which are actually a form of basilisk, that they are usually found in the deep sea, but tend to breed closer to shore during the warmer months of the year. And they actually, what's the word? When the way that they kill their prey is they will go out to sea and hunt fisher boats, and they'll try to drag people over, and their bites are venomous, and they will turn you to stone as soon as they sink their teeth in, and they will, after they drag you off the boat and your body slowly turns to stone, you'll sink to the bottom and they'll eat what remains. And what you found seemed to be a nest of younglings. As suddenly you kind of like look more around, you find fangs and eyes and like livers and spleens and different like skins and jars of these basilisks, and some of them are in jars and vats that are bigger than like both of you if you were to like stand on top of each other, like holding each other straight up. It's like 20 to 30 foot tall vats with nothing but these snakes at gargantuan sizes.
Okay, how many of these things could I take? Could I
You
fit
see
into my shell?
two gargantuan sized snakes are stored in the higher portions of the tree, and you see various small bits and bubbles, and I'd say you can find like 2 pairs of eyes and like 2 skins that are like already tanned out and like ready for use, I guess. Just like they're basic tanned skins from these things, their hide.
What do you think, Jay? What do you got? I see you thinking over there. Because I'm about to ready to leave these things alone. Move on about our business.
And go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
I got 13. 14, I'm sorry. 14. Ooh, my partner
Natural
got
18.
23 again.
23 again. As you look around this cavern, you find a small desk stationed next to the bookshelf. You start to feel around. You open one of the drawers and you feel around, and you like grab a pen or something or a quill that was laying off to the side, and then your knuckle kind of hits the side and you hear you knock down a little bit more and you feel the panel kind of click up, and the backside kind of kicks in, and you just feel your like grab it and like run your fingers down it, and you pop it up and you find 3 gemstones. All of them are like a dark gray quartz, all similar to the one that you saw her holding.
Grab them.
Yeah, I take them. Anything else I find in there?
Nothing
You wanna
else.
hold
No.
any of them?
Or like anything else in the room, maybe?
You want to give me one of those? So I have one? Just in case.
I'll say,
Just in case.
no, I'll say I'll hold on to them until we get to a safe place, because I can figure out what the things are exactly before we go using them.
Alright.
I put them in. What are they, like, how do I label these things?
Dark quartz crystal.
Okay. I don't know. This could be as good a spot as any to bunker down for the night. Wait till morning before we go exploring more.
Fine with that.
Yeah. I shut the door back. Whatever is there a door?
Yeah, it's just kind of hanging off widely.
I put it back more in place,
Okay.
and I cast. Okay.
Do you have mending?
I do. I think. Let me check real quick. I don't have mending.
Okay.
I should have had mending. Oh well. I can't cast anything.
All right. So you want to just wait the night out here?
Yeah. We'll sleep in shifts, right?
Yep.
I can trust you not to kill me, right?
All right.
Yeah.
So who's gonna take first watch?
I'll take first watch.
All right. Andrew. So you're gonna be taking short rest or long rest? 8 hours is a long rest. 4 hours is a short rest.
If we're both taking shifts and sleeping, can we get a long rest?
He has. Or you both have trance actually. So meaning you only need 4 hours for full rest.
Okay, then yeah, short rest would be best. Do I get all my health back in spell slots?
Oh, so a short rest is a long rest for you guys, because you have trance.
Okay, so I get everything back.
It's time
Yes.
to pause.
Nice.
Hold on
For
one
a
second.
cause.
Hold on one second, please. We're about to get to a stopping point.
Unless this has something to do with it, I'm taking it.
What again? Never mind. Let's just stop here for now. Morgan, can you get in recording? Just go to OBS and hit pause again.
Tabby. This looks really cool. When you
Mhm.
come in, that's the first thing I noticed. This is really cool.
Great, like it's like a maroon reddish color that's like a well worn down paint.
Okay, I open it.
You open the door and it leads to a busy street, seemingly in a market district in the middle of a large town.
You going first this time, or you want me to
I'll go first
I
this
bet
time.
you
I can
will.
deal with humans
I
a lot
bet you
easier.
will.
Excuse me real quick.
Who's going
Where you
first?
going?
Right over here.
I'm going the other way.
Well, I mean, if
I
you
don't
want to go
trust
first,
you.
you can still can.
I don't like you.
At least
Never trust
I
an
can at least
elf.
kill
They're
humans a
racist.
lot
By all
easier than I can
means.
kill whatever the hell just attacked us.
yourself in the city of Yultergard. Or Yurterl in Yultergard.
Yay.
It doesn't
Where
look all
exactly
hell
did
and
we just
brimstone
pop
like
out?
this. This is just the only map I could find that was clear.
What,
This is like
I mean, you're
100 years in the future for you guys, so this isn't happening. This is just a nice, large hilltop in the middle of a large plains.
Where exactly were we going with that?
You popped out in a small business shop that seems to say closed on it with
Teddy,
no
it's
name and seems to have been
240,
scratched off of the main sign, and the door shuts behind you and you hear it click, and suddenly you see the door shift from a maroon color and it just spins in a slight circle and it shifts to a green.
Saying we need to get
But it is
out of sight.
on the
It's a
street.
shell.
You notice, like, you can now see where it is, and it's
What
like
are you doing?
right next to a few different shops. One of them you know quite well.
You might not like it.
You
Might not like what?
Your shell.
might not like it.
Hide your shell.
I've been around a lot of places. I don't know exactly.
You're walking as you step out into the street. There are plenty of people who like stop and take a double take and look at the shell for a second, but nobody really,
I dare anybody to say shit about me.
no one really bothers you about it.
Alright, well, the shell.
I will incinerate
Alright,
them
shit.
or I will bury them.
Go.
It doesn't matter if we're in plain sight or not.
It's Shathid. It's a cultural thing.
Shathid. Shathid rock. You can call me shit or you can call me rock. If you call me heat, I will bury you.
Feed?
It's funny,
I want to try it really bad because
I cast-
it's supposed to be really good.
I cast
Can I get like a quarter of one?
You just begin to sink into the ground.
Off of that.
What happened?
I said I cast mold earth and he just begins to slink slightly into the ground up to like his waist
Why?
in 5 feet.
Why? Why are you
You
casting
called me heat. I'm gonna bury you.
I didn't call you Heed. That was not me. I called you shithead. That's what you introduced yourself to me as, and that's why, therefore, you would be
No,
called.
you just called me heat.
I did not call you shithead.
No. Well, I can't bury her.
We've
I'll call
done
you
so long.
shitty.
Not
Okay. So, what would you like to do?
Okay.
Uh,
I say let's find.
We need to get.
I go up to the shop that I know quite well.
Okay, you walk in
The other
and
town.
you walk in to a large,
I'm very confident.
basically it's just a really large shop with different items all over the store, and you
can
you
come
look
in.
to the desk and you see three what look to be bugbears. They're large, like animal-like creatures. They basically has like a long cow face, basically with like really long, floppy ears. He has like bluish fur, like coating his face, and you see a large, heavy-set man with like this bright smile. His skin's kind of like that tanned, like caked down skin that's like really creased down,
Y'all
like
better be
wrinkled.
recording.
We are.
Okay.
And
Yes.
you see he pulls back a small pair of goggles off of his eyes with multiple different crescents on it. As you see a man named Pumat Souls. He goes, "Ah, well, hi there. How can I help you today?"
Hello, sir. I
Because
don't
they
know if
opened
you
a
quite
door to
remember me,
Canada.
but my father's quite good friends with Puma Prime.
Oh, well, let me get him there for you. He walks off into the back as you see another Pumat Soul like walking and like kind of wiping down multiple different shelves, polishing some swords off to the side, making sure some of the items are in proper care. And he comes back after a minute with a much. You see, he brings back another Puma, but this one seems to have a large leather apron that's worn down and like has different like grease splotches all over it. He seems to be like holding a few different tools as he walks out. He's like, Shathid, how you been?
Pretty good. How are you?
Business is booming.
That's good to hear. Speaking of business, do you perchance have any health potions on hand?
Oh yeah. You see him like kind of point out to the guy who's like, or the Pumat who is currently polishing the sword. Hey, can you grab some of the health potions out of the back there? He walks off and like you see him kind of like wave at you as he sees you because he also recognizes you. And he's like, hey. He walks off into the back and he comes back with a small crate. And he puts 3 small health potions and 1 large health potion. And he goes, so this is all that we currently have in the stock that we have in just this shop. We have a few further downtown, but that's going to run you about 50 gold for the small ones and about 150 for the large. 150 gold, I'm sorry.
How many bodies did we find earlier?
Well, we found.
How many bodies did we find earlier on the beach?
You
Basilisk
found
body.
2 basilisk bodies,
Well, no, we killed
which
two
you
basilisks
put
that
in
we
your
were able to
bag,
find.
and then you found 2 full skins and 2 sets of eyes that are in pickled jars.
But when we landed, you said we found.
Oh, you found like a few bodies of peoples, but you left the bodies there. You didn't pick
Yeah,
them.
but I'm saying, for every body, you said we found 2 silver and 3 gold rings.
No, I just said you found 2
silver and 3 gold rings.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
total?
not from each
Yeah.
person. That would be a bunch of rich ass people in a boat that
That's why
exploded.
I was
Yeah.
like,
I say.
so you don't
we
have
reduced
enough. We
all
don't
the
have
rings.
enough, right?
We don't know how much the rings are.
Morgan, could you click on the OBS, the little like ninja star looking thing real quick, just to make sure that it's actually recording? Now that she said that, I'm actually like really anxious. Yeah, we are. Okay, cool. You can switch it back.
Okay, so
It's fine. We will switch to it.
how much is the gold rings? How much is the gold
Each gold ring, you're gonna try to like ask for
How
Puma
about
Soul.
silver first?
We're gonna pretty much do a trade
Silver.
here.
Oh, you're asking to.
Silver
Oh.
first.
Silver
I
and
can't.
gold.
I don't. I wouldn't be trading for just materials like that, but I can definitely buy them off of you.
Well, how much are you thinking?
Well, for a 3 gold ring, then I would say that'd be worth. Maybe 4 gold and 5 silver in total.
It's not enough for you to get the gold first.
Well, it's still money. We need money. We need money more than we need
If
rings.
you want to sell them, you go right ahead.
Well, I mean, it's a group money.
Well,
We're splitting it 50-50 as far as I'm concerned here.
Well, then let's split the
And how
gold
much?
rings.
And I produced the dowsing ball. How much do you think this would get us?
Are the rings silver or gold?
He like kind of. You
3
see him
silver,
like
3
put
gold.
his. He like takes the pair of like goggles he has and he puts them on, and it has like 3 lenses like off to the side that like kind of come up off the front of the goggles, and you see him like flick through them. They're all different colors, and then he flicks one back
Do you
up and
roll
he
to
goes.
tell them what worth the gold is in that community? So
No,
they
I
know
actually
what-
know the gold because I have a rate here which it goes by.
I wanted to roll them up on the gold.
Uh-huh.
Four gold.
All right. Sorry,
Bye, Bonnie. Bye, Steven.
They're 4 gold and 3 silver worth for the gold rings.
5 silver's worth.
5 silver.
So you basically got 5.5.
It's good to see
That's
you
for
come back.
2
I
silver
know.
and 3 gold rings.
Yes.
So in total, we get 8 gold and 10 silver. I say,
So-
if you want to sell it, you can.
And you bring out the
How-
thousand bond.
what-
He's
how-
looking
what
at it.
about the snakes? What about the snake skins?
I also produced one fried, heavily fried
Be
snake
careful.
skin and one.
No, you have
Recipe.
you have 2 snake skins like that were dried and like
I'm
wrapped
talking
up.
about the snake bodies.
You
I
also
produced
have-
them.
Oh, you just give them the bodies, or you want to give them everything? You
Oh,
found?
No, I
wanna
produced
know.
them. Just saying, like, how much you think you could get for these things?
So you
These
pull out
two
both snakes,
fairly
and
heavily
like
fried.
he's looking at the dowsing ball like, oh, well that's whoa, and he like you see his eyes go wide, and he's like,
We're both holding one.
where did you get those basilisks?
They tried to eat us.
That's kind of what they do, but okay. And
They
he like
didn't-
takes a look at him. And he goes, "This one's kind of not to be rude, but his teeth are kind of ash. He has nothing left in him. Let's just." He like picks it up like just gingerly, and it twitches, and he's like, "Ugh." He like gingerly like points to the other Pumas and like, "Ugh." They both come up and they like put it in a bag and they like go out, take it out to the back. He's like, "Ugh. Let's just say I don't usually deal with these kinds of things, but you know it's for a friend
They're
of mine."
fresh. They're very fresh. We literally just killed them, like not even one.
And do you also produce the rest of the stuff from the basilisks, or
Yeah,
How
the
much do
2
you get
pairs
for
of
the
basilisk
basilisk?
eyes, you said, and the
2 hearts.
2 pairs of eyes and 2 sets of hide?
Hides.
yeah 2.
So he looks at
But
this
the
and goes,
hides
"Whoa,
are huge. Right?
they're massive.
Yeah,
He
I
goes,
basically
"Wow,
folded
these
them
are-
up and
Roll
just-
them
Whoa.
up. Yeah, you roll them up, and now you're at
These are just crazy. Like, I could do a lot with this. This is like some prime time material. Usually it's worn and torn by the time it gets here from the coast. Here I can give you maybe 100 gold per skin, and for the eyes I'd give you say 10 gold per pair.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now we're
So,
talking.
10 gold for each pair of eyes, and
So
100
12.
gold for both skins.
220.
Absolutely.
220 in gold.
220.
220 in gold plus the 4 gold and 5 in silver you have. And how much did you say for the snakes in total? The bodies and all?
Are you buying those off of us, or?
Well, you
Yeah,
can back them up.
absolutely. I would love to buy these from you. They're very,
How much?
very fresh.
How much were those?
It's 100 per pelt and 10 gold per pair of eyes. So that would be a total of 220 gold.
So 220 plus another 220
Mm-hmm.
would be 440.
No, it would just be a total of 220.
No, you said.
I'm saying for 2 pelts, 100 each, and
We're
10
just
gold
We're
per
talking
pair
about,
of
We're talking
eyes.
about the other
Yeah.
snakes.
We're talking about the bodies
The
that we
big
brought.
bodies. we
Oh,
just
the
dropped
bodies.
on you, yeah.
The first one I got rid of because you're not gonna sell it and there
Alright,
ain't
the
nothing left
second
on
one-
it.
The second one had
The
two
second
good
one,
eyes and
The eyes were actually both completely ripped from the skull as there was a knife through its head. But I was able to salvage some of the
Good
fangs. I would be willing to pay another 5 gold for the body.
5 gold for the body.
Well, I'm sure it had venom glands that you
And
could
I'm sure,
salvage.
I'm sure you
Actually,
could
it
salvage
seemed that it had already wasted all of the venom its body had produced before it was killed. It had seemed to have broken one of its fangs off in someone, and I'm not sure where.
I kind of just.
You pull out a fang where there is still stone buried in the back of your neck from when you were fighting, and you pull out the fang.
how much
You see,
for
their
this
fangs
eye?
are detachable. They're meant to poison their prey and continue to turn them to stone.
He just watches me pull out a fang.
Ooh, that's a.
Oh.
He like motions up. He
Like I
like
said, they were
he like
trying to
reaches
eat
under
us.
he reaches under his table and like pulls out a small, little like yellow vial. He's like, here, take one of these,
Thank you.
just to dab it on the.
Stab.
You see the stone like start to clear up a bit, and the wound like you don't like immediately like heal from the damage you've taken, but it's like you see the kind of hole like cover over a little bit, and you see it start to like work its magic.
Thank you.
Yeah, just compliments on the house.
Quite nice. Yeah, like I said, we really just got away from him.
Like when? Like they had
what,
to have
5
been at
minutes
least a
ago?
week, 5 minutes ago.
Oh well, we escaped a whole bunch of them. Yes.
That's at least a 5 week
from your
trip to
neck,
the
the
coast.
one-
How'd you get them in 5 minutes?
The one from your neck.
Magical means.
I just had to be
I
some
produced
very
the
powerful
crystals.
magic. Oh, those are some of my best work actually. I just started up a recent business. And he like motions to the upstairs and he sees like there's a sign that says teleportation circle. And it's like, I've been letting people use these. I can travel them to any of my stores across the continent.
Oh, so
So you can travel via the cities. Each one of those costs roughly 1,500 gold.
Whoa.
Yo, yo.
we're keeping these.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely making sure that we always have a way to get back to one of your places.
Those right there are actually some of the bulk models. All you gotta do is draw a basic circle with just a little bit of chalk, and then you just place this right in the middle, and then just hop in the circle.
Because I just do the gold to just cash them everything.
That's actually really convenient.
And fair.
All you gotta do is write down the location of my store. If you've been there, you can go there. And as of now, you have been here. And he motions for another Pumot to come over, and he goes, "Wait, hello there," and then just bops you on the head with his hand, and you have a little mark that just shows up and then like slowly starts to vanish.
What was the
How
address?
can-
It's now been marked onto both of you.
Are you serious?
Okay.
Alright.
We now have. We definitely need to make a note of this.
Definitely.
Address. What? What are you putting there?
I'm just putting a store location.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. What is the address to the store? Like?
Oh, this store is just the. This is the main. This is his main building. Like this is his largest store in the empire. This is like a 4-story building.
Alright.
You're in the middle of Yulzregard's largest market, and this is a 4-story wooden building, which was very rare for people of this time, other than like major castles. And Pumot Souls is like, as both of you know, one of the richest men on the continent. He has like a wide array of stores, and even
I told you I know
not
several
just
people.
his own country, because he had ended up taking over most of the continent via his store markets. Like, he rivals the Empire's strength with politics with his marketing strategies, basically.
I know several people in high places.
Well, I
Like
would
said,
say,
I was raised by a god.
Make sure you introduce me to your friends.
Yes.
well, it's nice to meet you.
That's how you know how good girls
If
treat
you'd like to
you.
peruse some of the
Wait,
store,
that's awesome.
I'd be more than welcome to just
You're like the bomb.
give you
You
a
wanna find some stuff?
family and friends
Nice.
discount.
Good ideas. Items.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and,
Yeah, we take a good look over his stores and his wares. We now have a 220 gold. Split between us, we have 110 gold each.
So you start to
hold on, we have 220 plus the 5
Silver.
silver plus the 9 extra bucks. We have 125
Yeah.
and 5 silver each.
So you look around the
Plus
room,
15 we had earlier.
and as of now, you see there are plenty of like regular weapons and stuff in stock that seem to be for like the mass who can't really afford the higher level enchantments. But you start to make your way over to some of the more magical items that he has in the shop, and you find 3 things. One is a small ring that is, as you're looking around, he starts to describe it. This small ring here, it's basically gives you a +1 to your armor class. If you buy it, it's a permanent increase as long as you wear it.
How much is the ring?
Well, the ring is I think 250 gold. Then
What
we
else
have
we got?
we have this locket here, and he holds up a small locket with a small silver star at the bottom that is glowing red. It has like a slight faint glow to it because you still have your what's it called? Magic sense on.
No.
You can still see the auras of magic on all of these, and they all seem to be enchantment based because Pumot Souls
Are
is
they all the same color?
Yeah.
Alright, which
it's a bright
is
red.
Bright red, alright.
Like not like a dark red, like angry. I'm talking like really, really light, like almost pinkish red.
Alright.
And you see them. You see this one like physically glows. You can see it kind of like from the heart, and it's like this. If you're ever brought to the brink of death and you're about to fail a save, this will automatically bring you back from the death. It automatically, if you're rolling for death saves, it'll automatically bring you back to like 5 HP.
Okay. How much for that?
This one is sells for about 300 gold. And the last thing we have is a box of wisp sticks.
Huh? I know y'all had plans.
So what do these do?
Well, each one of them will give you a different magical effect for about an hour, depending on which one you smoke. Basically, you take this small match that comes with the box. It's an ever-burning match. You can strike it and then blow it out and then re-strike it as many times as you want. Basically, you can buy one of 6 different packs, or you can buy a multi-pack. And basically, you just knock one out. It'll give you a random wisp stick, which will give you a magical effect for a full hour. Just know, never smoke more than one at a time. Because if you smoke 2 within 1 hour, you will die.
And how much are those?
For just about a box, I would say that's about 250 gold.
That's a good price.
And that's how many come in a box?
6.
So we each get 3 if we spend 250.
How much was the dowsing ball again?
The dowsing ball, I would say that I would not particularly say you should get rid of it. It's
But if
quite
you were-
valuable.
Oh yes, it is quite
But if we
valuable,
were,
but I
how
can
much?
always get more.
I would say roughly 550 gold.
Exactly. And I take my shell off,
Mm-hmm.
and I reach back inside of it, and I draw another item since it's been a new day.
Go ahead.
Wait, is he the turtle?
Not a turtle. He's a human guy in a turtle.
But that character you're talking
23.
He's that
23.
character you're talking
I'm checking.
No,
now.
he was.
What is
He's a
23?
character that's the son of that character.
What did I
That's
get?
what
What
I
did I
got.
get? Damn it.
Cool. Oh, amazing.
What'd you roll?
23.
Ring of blood draining. Here.
I would like to read this. A silver ring with an inlaid ruby which allows the wearer to draw blood in close distance towards them and if they have a free hand, this causes a creature to save versus magic to get dragged towards the player character, instead causes d6 damage to that creature that's bleeding. So basically you can just if anybody's hurt, you can be like and then just pull damage out of them as you just pull the blood from their body. And then you can make an attack because that's just considered a bonus action.
Okay, so
As long as I think you have to attune to the item, but yeah, you have that now. And you immediately know what it is because of your goddess. And as you reach down and pull from the shell, the seaweed and faint smell kind of fills the air. And you get a faint glow that just makes you feel kind of warm inside. And you hear,
you mean like his dad hugging him or something?
no, you hear the faint whisper of a woman's voice going, "You're doing well. Carry on."
Where'd you get the shell? Was it your dad gave you the shell?
My dad did give me the shell.
Where did your dad get the shell from?
My dad's a god. He's a turtle.
Oh. It's the shell. And who's the lady talking?
I don't know.
Well, I
Grandma.
mean, I heard her voice, so please inform me. What are you looking up?
No, I'm typing in. I'm adding this to my stuff.
Alright, so
So how much for this?
What was it? I'm sorry.
Ring of blood draining.
No, the ring of blood draining. How much was? I thought you were asking how much was something in the shop, and I was like, I don't fucking know.
No, I was asking.
Oh, sorry, this is hard. So for a ring of blood draining, he goes, "Oh, that's a." He flicks through the few more lenses. It's a bit of a. Where'd you get this?
Don't ask questions.
Well, in my line of business, I don't ever
That's-
need to do that very much.
I'm sorry, sir, but
You're fine. You're
it's
fine.
essentially
It's
what I was told whenever my dad was showing me how his shell
I
worked.
would say I'm not within my rights to purchase this within the Empire. If you sell this to some people down south of the border in Jorhas, maybe, they can buy it there. I can maybe zip over there some other time, but the teleportation circle there has actually been down for about 2 weeks. I haven't been able to make it there, and I have a few Pumats on their way.
That's a bit concerning.
Yeah.
You might want to hire mercenaries whenever they get there and there.
You know what? I might as well try.
Yeah, maybe sending. That's a
Cool.
good spell to use to get a hold of people.
P.S. I don't know any of the actual other countries. I'm just throwing a name out there that I've heard before.
Oh, I know. I'm working on what you're working on.
Cool. Go, everybody. Don't worry about it.
alright.
My knowledge is probably about as limited as his is.
Oh,
but-
very.
So I say we get the sticks. Sell your inventory.
Celebratory sticks.
I say, I would actually like to sell my dowsing ball.
Can I see that? Can I
We can always get another one
Okay, we're selling the dowsing ball.
Okay, you get your gold.
for 500.
It's 500, so we're at 250 each and 125. That will put us at
A what?
375 plus 15.
Both?
I mean, both.
Both? But someone wants.
All right, so
Something like that?
you as he gives you a box. Are you buying a box of wisp sticks?
We're splitting it.
What's that?
Cool. So you mark that.
125 each.
Okay.
I thought that was
So
the other way.
bring
Because
that
I
minus
thought
125.
I thought it was opening this one. This
So
one, I didn't
you
know
find
what
this
it was.
box,
Back of
and
the
as
box.
he hands it to you, it has a white label on the back with a small tab. It says pull.
So dumb.
I would like you to go ahead and pull off that tag, and I want you to roll a D.
Found up on my thing.
2, 3.
What, a D6?
I want you to roll a D12.
I left it out for you to make these two
6
more
times.
if you want to. I left it up where you could make these.
Each of you roll a D12 3 times. That one.
Yeah, this one.
Put patty on me and half that stove.
Roll it what?
It's a lot.
3 times each.
It's in the back.
12.
Is that good?
Okay, so hold on.
The rest?
You gain a single wisp stick of glory. Write that down.
I don't know if somebody else will. Teddy will.
12.
And you get a single wisp stick of zen.
So what you don't need
I will
Teddy
go into
will
details
reserve.
afterwards. Just mark them down and make sure there's enough room beneath them to write down to the description.
Yeah. I got an 8.
Yeah, 5.
What's up, man?
You
How are
gain
you? I'm kidding.
a single wisp stick for roulette. And Morgan, what was yours?
A 5.
You gain a single wisp stick of ghost. Go ahead.
2.
The wisp stick of third eye.
Did you make your own character, or did you get
I'm in
that's cool.
nature 1.
Natural 1. You're gonna get the. Okay, that's gonna be the stick of miasma.
What?
They act like
Miasma. MIASMA.
Hold on, say it. Spell it.
Miasma. MAI.
Uh-huh.
SMA. Miasma.
We used the 500 to buy the
Crazy.
whip things, right?
Well, we had
No, it's not.
390 between the two
Yours
of
is the
us.
same height as ours.
I mean, we each had 390. We had all of our gold. And all
Yeah, I
the-
guess I
and the
just
gold
don't
rings,
want it.
I also
And
sold.
the $15 that we started with, the 15 in coin that we started with.
Mhm.
So that was 290.
Yeah, but I also sold the the
Ball
dowsing
rings.
ball.
Yeah, that was
So that was
that was
500
added
gold.
in there. Yeah, that was added in there.
Mm-hmm.
Because we had 125 before you sold that.
I thought we were just selling the dowsing ball and then using the 500 to pay for the wisp sticks. Which is what? How much was
The
it?
wisp sticks were 250 for a pack of 6.
250. So we would have.
125 each.
Plus 15. But I thought we were selling the snakes that you had.
Yeah, we
You already
sold all
did.
that. We got all the money.
So that was another 220.
That was the 220. We each
Yeah.
got 110 from that.
Yeah, 110 from that plus the 15 is 125.
No, I'm trying to get all my gold straight.
All right.
here.
Okay, so
So-
125 plus 250.
So I have.
Morgan's barely on the camera. I was just waiting for it.
I know. We've tried to fix it, but we don't have any more room.
125
125.
Love you.
plus.
So I get 125 gold. from
I'll
you.
bring you a food.
plus
Yeah?
I'm just trying to add up my gold here.
125 plus the 4 gold for the silver. So
Yeah, I
that's
know how much money we got from that.
Yeah, so that's 129 plus the 250 from the thing you just sold. That was 500.
Also, Morgan, what was the
So
first?
you each
Now
have-
minus 125 from that, because that's what it costs for the sticks each.
Okay. I got all my money good straight.
What was the first wisp stick I told you?
Wispit Stick of Glory.
Okay, so the wisp stick of glory. The benefits. Oh, sorry. To describe this wisp stick, this stick is a white with a golden swirls that glitter across them. When lit, a tiny halo appears around the lit end, and a sparkling gold smoke can be exhaled. Popular among paladins and clerics, it tastes like orange cream, actually.
Okay.
Holier than thou. The benefit is you immediately are under the effect of heroism. What God gave me. You gain the ability to add 1d8 radiant damage to all of your attacks for the next 10 minutes.
I got
Favored by the gods. If your alignment is good, you suffer no ill effects from this stick. You are instead affected with blessed for the next 1d4 minutes after the stick's duration ends. Penalty. If your alignment is neutral and you are affected by bane, if your alignment is neutral, you're affected by bane. If your alignment is evil, you are affected by banish for the next 1d4 wisp stick duration, or 1d4 minutes after wisp stick duration ends. So basically, you just have to be careful what your alignment is when you use the stick.
Yeah. Okay. And if anything, we can probably sell this stuff.
Yeah.
They're worth more.
Well, we can't sell them from the guy we just bought it from.
So basically,
You never know. You
you
might
get to
want
add.
that.
Basically, write down. You add
These
1d8
are random.
radiant damage to your attacks.
I got Whipstick of Zen.
D8
Okay.
to damage.
Yeah, it's radiant damage, which means it's like holy light. Zen. Inner peace. You immediately are under the effects of calm emotions for the next 10 minutes, no matter what. Tranquility. You gain 3 charges of the spell Guidance. These charges can be used at any time during this 1 hour duration of this stick. All unused charges fade at the end of the stick's duration. When you bless somebody, you add 1d4 to their, I believe it's ability checks. Not like attack rolls or anything, but just ability checks. Or maybe it's the other way around. What? Yeah, sure. Go for it. USB's on the back of the computer. But yeah. These sticks are pale green, and when lit, the tip sparkles gold, and dark green smoke can be exhaled. It tastes like matcha.
So you have matcha. Mine tastes like cream, orange cream.
What was your second one, Morgan?
Stick of Ghost.
These sticks are white and fade into a dark gray. When lit, the smoke is only visible for a second before disappearing entirely. It tastes like marshmallows.
White fade to what? Gray?
Yeah.
Tastes like marshmallows.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
You temporarily gain advantage on stealth checks. You temporarily gain the ability to use cunning action.
Hold on, advantage on stealth.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
You temporarily gain the ability to use cunning action.
Cunning action.
And using the stick allows you to hide in plain sight, even if there are no places for you to reasonably hide. So meaning you can literally try to take an action to hide in literally in the middle of a street, and there's a chance that they won't see you. Like, you don't roll a disadvantage or anything.
Alright.
Just behind the barrel of this.
Because you have advantage on stealth checks, so basically you get to roll with advantage, and you can just sit in the middle of a street, and no one will notice you if you roll high enough. Yeah, basically.
Alright.
And Andrew, what was your second one?
Roulette.
I'm keeping the stick.
This stick has a
Where
50
do you keep all
chance
those
to appear
except for-
once in a box set of wisp sticks that has been entirely been consumed. So you are extremely lucky to have been set with this one.
Of course.
These sticks seem to shimmer and shift colors with the light. When lit, the tip sparkles and flickers with a wild magic as the smoke exhaled continues to shift colors and tastes like rock candy.
Tastes like
Benefits. It tastes like rock candy. Benefits. If you manage to obtain and consume this stick Roll for the effect on the wild magic table.
I just saw some, oddly. I'll find some. I think they're in there, in the bedroom.
Okay. Is that all?
Yep.
Okay.
So just to give you a description, Pumont goes into this whole description of made from the crushed leaves of Scarlet Heights, flowers that grow along the Reaper's Pass, and combined with enchanted gem dust, each of these sticks harbor a variety of magical benefits and penalties based on the flavors used. Each pack comes with 12 sticks. That's the bigger packs. Each stick has a duration of 1 hour, regardless of the potential benefits that have been used up or not. Any spell containing within the sticks that normally require concentration will no longer require concentration. Proper usage of wisp sticks require inhalation through the filtered end of each stick. Secondhand inhalation does not grant any of the benefits. Consuming multiple sticks within the duration of a period of another stick will cause a stacking of both benefits and penalties. However, consuming multiple sticks of the same flavor in the time period will not cause stacking effect and will otherwise consume 2 sticks within 1 hour and you will overdose. So you can have multiple different types of sticks at once, just not 2 of the same.
Okay. And my last stick was stick of third eye.
Hmm?
Well, you chose the brand you had. I know I chose the brand, but we need one of these things. This is you have my face outside.
Mm-hmm.
Because of I checked out.
Just don't sleep with them.
I checked out the microphone. Like it's almost as good as that thing.
Yeah?
Like it's clean as hell, and like there's no, it cuts out background noise by itself.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. That's why I chose it.
Well, I didn't know that.
You gain the ability to see invisible creatures and objects that were as if they were visible. You also are able to see into the ethereal plane the creatures and objects that are appearing ghostly and translucent.
My last one is the stick of what is it? Miasma.
Not Moxie, I want miasma.
Miasma.
The sticks are a dull yellow with brown waves. A neon green band wraps around the speckled filter. When lit, the tip ignites neon green, with an equally bright green smoke can be exhaled. It tastes like mustard.
What does it do?
You get halitosis. You gain 2 charges of the spell Stinking Cloud as a breath weapon. These charges can be used at any time duration during 1 hour of the stick. All unused charges fade at the end of the stick's duration.
Definitely want to sell these. Stinky breath.
Why not? I mean,
What?
you get an extra attack.
It's a Stinking Cloud as a breath weapon. Mom, there's this wisp stick called Miasma, and it literally gives you the ability Halitosis. And it says you gain 2 charges of the spell Stinking Cloud as a breath weapon.
Hey, Andrew, there's hot dogs over here.
Oh my goodness. I was
Save your
literally
brother-
just thinking
Save
I
your
was
brother
hungry.
2 pieces of bread for his sandwich.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You don't have to.
Like, go under.
Rest in spaghetti, never forgetty. I'm having
Let's find a
fun
place
recording.
to stay for the night. And do you sell a map of the area? Can I buy a map of the
Absolutely.
area?
It'll just be about 5 silver pieces.
Got
It's just a local area map, nothing like too fancy.
you don't have a map of the Empire, I don't suppose?
It's not really an empire. Yildergard is more of a... it's a militaristic nation that's based on outposts that were meant to stop outbreaks from the different levels of hell.
Okay.
What's
So-
beyond your city?
Well, you would find different places all up the Sword
Do you
Coast.
have a map of that?
Yes.
How much for that map?
Another 10 silver pieces. You know, your friend is a really short coming there.
Well, how about I give you 10 silver and 5 gold?
Well, that would greatly be appreciated.
Right. We'll give them both our silver and our gold and take the map of the entire... How far does the map stretch?
It mostly holds to the map of Faerun, which
And
is
you
just
have-
the Sword Coast a little beyond.
Is that the largest map you have?
Guys, I'll be right back.
Yes,
Hey,
it's the largest
we're
map
gonna
we
use
hold
it
in
out here
stock.
a second.
Yeah.
It's pretty much done.
The
Right.
largest map we hold in stock.
Okay.
All right.
We'll purchase it. And
Okie doke. If you want to click on the button for Chrome. Chrome Bumble. Now click on the one that's to the right. That one.
Hey,
No,
this
to the right one more.
Oh.
One more. Nope. Back to the left two. Nope. One more. That one.
That's the one we were on.
Yep, I just didn't think that was the right one, but I guess it's the high definition map.
Okay. So this is one we just bought.
Yes. This is
Okay.
the one you just bought.
And where are we at?
Currently, you are in Yoltergard.
Okay.
So somehow we managed to come from those islands into a door that into this.
Do we know where we might have ended up?
Actually, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't even know if you were on those islands. Because as of to your knowledge,
Yeah.
those doors, the only way to access those doors is to be in specific areas. And what it seemed to be
Okay.
fallen a rift while in the ocean that took you to what was known as one of the reserves, to one of the 6 great sages of the past age.
Jesus Christ.
As the only doors that are found in Enric's place,
That's the
that
most charged
go to
one.
any of the reserves are bright red doors. There's only one per home of the sages. And as you know, Enric's home has many forms and facets to it, including moving sections, sections that change or vary depending on time of year. It is very difficult to find a door to his home, and the way you did was extremely lucky.
Okay. Good thing we got out of there as fast as we did.
Mm-hmm.
What? What are those?
Basically that Anderberger has a connection to a man named Enric who owns a home that you were both in.
Alright.
So you traveled quite a ways in the span of a week because of how things have played out.
Yeah. We were actually quite close to where we were going to
You were heading
Baldur's
from
Gate.
Neverwinter. You were heading to Yolterol, where you are,
Okay.
when you were meant to go down the main coast. Your ship exploded for a reason you don't know. You found yourself scattered on an island coast, not knowing where you are, with magical beasts that have not been seen for years to your knowledge. Those are just myths, sea stories that people tell of tales in the ocean. But they were real. Down to a T.
Not miss anymore.
Then you find yourself in one of the great sages' homes of a great man that you know, who is connected to many of the greatest people of the past age, yet you can't find him. You're met by his assistant, led through a door, because your previous master knew him. And that's the only reason you had access to any of his things.
Sage my ass. Okay. What?
Well, would you prefer me to call him a god?
Kind of better fits the term.
Alright. Need a Skippy Dingle Chuck there. We call him a Puma Downs. I'm sorry.
Alright, farthest part you want to go?
I don't know where. I'm kind of out of a dead end here. I
If
don't-
you'd like to travel the world, there's plenty of fine places to go. Would I recommend my shop down the street? Come on, I'm just having fun here.
I know. I don't see how where to go.
Sorry, everybody. We're probably going to cut this out because we're staring at a map. Having fun. I'm telling everybody we're probably going to cut this part out because we're all just looking at the map.
I don't really know where to go.
And the adventure begins!
Where do you want to go?
Let's go to that.
I wish you had a dartboard. I could.
Let's go to that northern region
of the map.
Okay.
Is that the High Plains? I want to go out. I want to go seek. Is there a princess in this area, or a prince, or a king that we might be able to gather some knowledge from?
I don't know if I know any fancy people. Do I know any fancy people?
The most you know of is that the High Council of this area lives with, or they don't live, but they work primarily out of the High Hall. Which, if you go out into the main center of the city and like you look towards the large castle-esque structure, you will see a large second sun in the sky directly above the city, as I've already described, directly above the High Hall.
That's where we need to go.
Oh.
No?
I said, I don't know. I said, let's just go from town to town and see what we find.
I thought that y'all said y'all were
you wanna
going.
take on some
I thought y'all were
missionary
going.
work?
I thought you were going to a or the bar for the night, like the
Oh
tavern.
yeah, let's go somewhere for the night. Get some rest and a good bed.
Let's do that.
Yeah, we got gold now.
All right. Well, I
And I have
thank you for your business there, and I hope you have a great day. Did
Thank
we
you,
turn on
Puma.
OBS again?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So you make your way through the market district as you leave Pumad Souls. You see the door to the building next to it still has not changed from its green color. You walk past as you head towards the far end of the market district, away from the high hall, finding yourself in the lower market, or the lower districts of town. Not like the high-end bougie places, but not like super low-end. It's like the middle-class section. And as you work your way down the streets, you find people closing up shops, closing up various vendings. People are starting to head home for the day, and you find yourself at the Black Griffin, a small bar and tavern that is open at all times of the night. You make your way inside, and you find a large dwarven fella behind the counter, and he sees you walk in. You see he's like filling a few different pints of ale for different people, and like going, Linda, I need you to come over here and take this table, and like pushes this younger girl, seeming to be his daughter. They look very alike. A young dwarvish girl rushes off with two giant trays of food held over her shoulders as she's walking off to two of the tables. He sees you and he waves you down, and you walk up to the counter. He like slams three of the tankards down. His daughter comes back for a second pass and picks him up and walks off. How can I help you?
Oh, we're just two travelers looking for food and drink and room for the night.
If that's all you need, then yeah, we got plenty of it for you. He turns around. How big of a room you want? You want to share two beds? Or you want like two separate rooms? Are you all together? Or like, what's the plan here?
We got
Two
the gold.
separate beds or two separate rooms.
Don't matter to me. We got the gold. We can buy 2 rooms.
How much is 2 rooms and 2 beds?
2 rooms, that'll be about 10 silver for the night. And then we'll charge you 10 silver an extra night in advance in case you ruin any of your beds. Is basically like a deposit. Come back in the morning, I'll give you that 10 silver back.
How about I give you 2 gold and
I just want 1 room
exactly
with 1 bed for myself.
same here.
Sounds
2 gold.
great. So, cool. 2 gold, mark it off. All right. Your rooms come with a complimentary meal. We should have some nice talent coming in tonight. Should be super nice. I hope. And you see him like this look of just kind of weary, like he's kind of like rolling his eyes in the back, but he like couldn't do it in front of a customer. Anyways, go on. I'll tell Linda that you're here if you want to get some food. Just do it quickly. We're about to start closing up, like the food portion.
I say we just order whatever basic food dishes that they might have.
Yeah, I'm
and
not picky.
Oh,
Probably
well,
just 2
tonight's
hours for the
actually a special. It's my wife's. It's a tomato soup.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, I'll get that and a loaf of bread.
Awesome.
We can split it, right?
It's we'll have that out to your table in just a minute. And you walk off, and his daughter comes back around as soon as you turn around. She's like, "Come with me. The table's this way," and then like walks you off to a smaller table off to the side where both of you get to sit down and eat off to the corner of the room. And you can see this place is rather busy. There's like at least 20 people in here all ordering food, and like people have been in and out regularly. So it's like,
It's a good travel spot.
yeah, it's like the middle class, like it's like a McDonald's basically in the middle of the night in a really busy ass town.
Okay. Nobody wants to go home empty-handed with food.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you find that there are quite a few people like drinking through the like well into their drinking habits through the night, as everybody waits in apprehension as there's a small stage at the very front, and you see a small woman steps up onto the stage with a purple hood, and she pulls her hood back, and you see a small 5'4" dark-skinned elf that has a bunch of dark braids that are tied up into a bun.
Oh shit.
And she pulls out a small little lute as she starts to play music.
That's why he gave that. Like, he's a racist bastard. Okay. I guess it's just a
Hey,
rivalry between
remember, no
boys.
doing that on camera.
What?
You just did.
You just did that.
I know, I'm saying we can't do it anymore.
We could just have the map pop up first.
Boop,
Yeah, just have the map pop up every time you take a hit.
boop.
It'd be popping.
Come on.
Alright, so
Don't worry. That's going to be my new Discord notification. Whenever somebody enters the call, it's going to be boop. And when they leave, it's going to be boop. You can do that now. You can make noises for when people call you.
Oh
And it's
my
like,
goodness, you
hey.
just have that on the soundboard.
look, we can. It's like right in the middle of the camera. I thought I was underneath. I'm gonna go way down here.
Wow, you guys are so sneaky. This is going to get cut out in editing.
What are we doing, boss?
Ah, well, you see.
She's singing.
You see her start to sing. As the lights around the room, as you see the torches start to burn, they slowly start to shift in color. As the room slowly lights, and you can see a story start to unfold, as the lights seem to make a picture upon the wall above her as she plays.
Am I seeing an aura around her? Is magic starting to happen?
You don't see an aura around her. You see an aura being cast from the lute that she's playing.
Is there any other auras going on around me?
Nothing that you can see, no.
Alright. Yo.
Hmm?
Yo. She's got magic. I figured she's an elf. Oh. Just stands out. She's sneaky.
Well,
I don't trust my own people. I'm not gonna trust her.
exactly. All elves are racist. I don't care what you say.
Very short-tempered.
What's the ass?
Mogan.
Short-tempered.
Okay. Well, I guess we listen for a while for our food, and then
She continues to play, and your food gets brought to your table, and it's actually really good. It's really good soup with like some basil on top. It comes with like complimentary grilled cheese that you can like dip into it with some chips on the side. As you eat through your meal, you see the flames start to change, and she tells a story as she plays in a melodic voice about a young man traveling on a great quest, but falling and kind of losing his way, and turns to the Dark King. As it's a gloomy song, but it was requested by somebody at some point. But it's a very sad tale that has beautiful music.
I was just about to say, let's tip the singer, but
And like
clearly I'm not going to.
you see a myriad of flashing lights and colors from the flames as it dances. As you see the young boy lean from quest to quest, slowly losing his mind as he aged and progressed, and eventually fell. But it was a beautiful song, and many people clap as you see them, like, extremely impressed with this show as they clap and they toss a few coins her way. You see a few gold and a few silver, and some people toss a few coppers off to the side, and you see her bow and pick up a few of them off of the stage and then take her leave.
okay. I finish my food and then I go upstairs to my room.
Okay.
For the
I'm
night.
to the same. I'm not entertaining.
Okay.
I'm just wanting to. I'm
wanna
wanting to sleep
sleep.
in a good bed.
So both of you head up to your rooms and you get a full night's rest. Is there anything you'd like to do before you go to bed or anything?
I'll say I will try to at least
I will
make
cast-
another health potion.
I will cast
Morgan, you
spell.
just said that in front of the camera.
What?
That.
Okay. the spell
Mm-hmm.
just to make sure we're okay.
Do I roll a d20 to try?
What?
To make a health potion? Make a medicine check?
Yeah, go ahead and make a medicine check.
Nope, I roll another set. Same roll.
And you have one more set for your medicinal bag of herbs that you have on you.
Yeah. You're going in jail too.
I'm loving this dice right now. Sorry, my yellow one is just so great.
I want to curse it.
Bring it on.
I feel like I should bless these dice.
Oh damn, it's a level 3, never mind.
You're a level 3.
Alright, am I?
No. I'm sorry.
How do we become level 3?
Milestone leveling. Once you complete a great task or a big quest or something.
What the fuck have we been doing?
You were beginning your quest
yeah.
after
We
you
have to
got
start.
launched off a fucking boat and you don't know why. It's called story building.
Yeah, we don't even know
Yeah.
how the hell we got into that area. Basically, I just barely even know that we were in this fucking damn near demigod's like lair, or at least one of them. That he probably has.
Alright. I'm casting these spells because I'm not at the spell level I need to be. Alright, so we're gonna sleep
Yeah.
4 hours.
Okay. Each of you sleep. You can take however long you
we'll
want.
sleep
Yeah.
4 hours.
Take a full rest.
Full rest.
Each of you take 4 hours of sleep and you wake up in the early morning around 5 to about 4 or 5 in the morning.
I draw from my shell again.
You draw from your shell. Go ahead.
Wait, no, it's not like
Just 2 dice.
this one. This one. Wait, no.
Just that one, yeah.
6. Oh, no, that's a 9 and 6. No, that's 99.
99.
Yeah.
91.
No, it's 9 and 9.
Oh, you're at a 9.
Let me see it. I would like to read. What is 99?
99. I'm getting to it.
Oh, I thought 99 was when we rounded up to the 100 and you had to roll the d20 for the special list of items.
Oh no, I thought it was whenever I hit a
100 or 1.
10 and a 10.
Oh, okay, then never mind, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I quite like looking like that. Check this out.
What is it?
I'll show you here in a second. It is quite fun. Quite fun.
Don't you want to read it for the cameras?
99. Staff of Forked Lightning. A staff made of lightning charred wood. If the wielder has a free hand, they can channel energy through the staff and hand to make 2 ranged attacks in a round against 2 separate creatures within near distance, dealing d4 or d6 shock damage on hit.
Solomon, do you have to wield it now, though?
No. I just pull it out, look at it.
And he has the option to use it at any time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just put it back in there, and I'll tell you in the morning.
Go ahead and
that
put
I
it
got
back in
this.
your shell of holding.
Alright. So now where are we gonna head?
I don't know. Let's just head to another city, I guess.
Alright, well,
See
it's
if we
the
can't-
city. You know what? Did we buy both maps? We should have bought.
You did.
Yeah.
We bought both maps, so
Well, I mean, you bought both maps.
we're headed to where? Where was that? The second map I had. The
Right there.
smaller map. You said it was started with an F.
The
other
High
map I had.
Hall.
Fargal.
High Hall.
High Hall. That's where we're headed. We're headed to where you said the third sun was, right, or something like that. Third moon.
It's a second, like it's just a giant flaming ball above the city.
Second sun.
Go back to the other map. Now look at, okay, and to the left, that building right there, above that is where the second sun is.
So this is where we're gonna go. Yeah.
So look to the very, okay, go to the right a little bit. Right further. Go to the right. Go up. Go to, okay, that corner at the bottom left of that square, that is the Black Griffin.
This right here.
That's the Black Griffin. Follow that road up. Go back. Follow that road up. Up. to the left a little bit where it curves and hooks, and follow that little. No. Here, hold up. Check this out. Right here, the Black Griffin is this small square. If you head from here up this way, over this small bridge, then to here, you reach the main road of the market. You head straight down this, and it leads you straight to the High Hall.
Why can't I cross on the first bridge?
You can cross on the first bridge, but I would not recommend it because it has not been built yet. There is literally a river there.
Oh, so it's
This
not
is in the
there.
future.
Oh, so there's only one bridge.
Only one bridge.
Alright, well, let's go.
Yeah.
That's where we're going.
Okay.
Clearly, we've already traveled. Because we were here when we came up, you said.
Yep.
So we had to travel from here, from the store, all the way across here, so and we made it just fine. So let's make it all the way back there. Let's make our way down. We're gonna make our way here.
And I want to window shop along the way. Just keep my eyes out, see if there's like any shops that look to be open, that look interesting.
And I will people watch and do the same.
I'm sorry, what did you say you were doing, Andrew?
Basically looking for like any shops that interest like general stores, someplace I might be able to get some more herbalism kits to make more health potions or attempts at health potions, I guess at
Okay.
this point.
You make your way through the town and roll me an investigation check.
Do it with advantage. Disadvantage. Never mind. I don't find anything. A 1 and a 2.
Morgan?
Manage. 14.
You find a shop that literally just says Bob's Shop.
That's it.
General goods.
Okay.
Shop.
You walk in.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You see a small goblin in
Quick stop.
like dark brown tweed kind of looking pants. And then he's wearing like a darker gray kind of coat with like a little tiny like those kind of golf hats that are like just smooth on top that come out and they're like a little really rounded bill. And he's like, you see him like kind of lean over. He's like reading a paper. He's like, "Oh, hi. How can I help you?"
Oh, hey.
What's up?
I'm really just looking for a herbalism kit.
Oh.
So those here?
Yeah, we have plenty of those. If you want to just head to the back of the store, we have them right in the back.
Okay, I'll go and grab one of them real quick.
Okay.
And whenever I come back, I'll ask him for some, I'll basically just give him the description of items to make acid.
Oh, yeah, we have plenty of all of those things. But I do have to ask, who and why are you buying these for? Because we have legal reasons within the city why we can't sell those unless it's for certain purposes.
Oh, I'm just making for myself. I'm a practicing alchemist, and I will
Oh.
show him my kits.
Oh, that's perfectly understandable.
I am an adventurer, and it is for purely those purposes. Say, like cave-ins or something. You can it comes in quite handy to
Well,
make
still,
a tunnel.
I need to know your name so I can fill out a form.
I give him my name.
Oh! It might be a
Culturally.
cultural thing.
Yes. It's a
Oh,
cultural
okay. He like goes off and he writes off in his ledger. Nice to meet you, Sithede. I'm Boblin the Goblin.
Nice to meet you, Boblin.
He kind of like goes off on his business. He seems like really happy, like on his toes, like kind of bouncing on his feet as he walks. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I don't know. Do you need anything? Because I still have a adventure
So
kit.
each of those herbalism kits are going to be 25 gold.
Okay, that's good.
Would you like any med kits? We also have a few of those in stock.
Oh, no thank you. I already have my adventuring gear. I was just really needing some herbalism kits to try and top
Oh.
us up on some stuff.
Well, you can never be too careful. And if you'll need, just to let you know, they're doing a sale today for the holy water down at the church.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah, the next crusade's going to happen soon.
Oh. Better make sure I'm on the right side of that one.
Oh, well, I bet you are. You don't look like you have any horns or a tail.
Yeah. Last time I checked, at least. I quickly
Yeah,
checked.
the
for-
next crusade's supposed to be happening within like the next week. They're supposed to send the next batch of Hell Raiders down to the first lair.
Oh.
They're gonna do their training and see if they can become actual Hell Takers, and they're gonna like, so much fire and brimstone down there. By the way, they're gonna be seeing if they can make it down to the second or third level and join the battalions and take back the fourth layer of Hell. Well, not like take it back, per se. We've only had access to the first floor, and the second and third floor are neutral zones. The fourth floor we're kind of fighting for because there's a bunch of mean guys down there right now, so I've heard.
Yeah. Rabbit business has been good so far?
Yeah, absolutely. We've had business every single day.
Ah, that's nice to hear.
Yeah. Fucking hate this. I started this, and now I can't end the bit.
You can't. I'm not gonna let you. I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Fine. You asked for it.
God, no.
I'm kidding.
Disaster strikes. Go ahead.
No, we just. After I'm done buying it, I just say, okay, well, we best be going now. Me and my friend got some stuff to do.
Happy crusading.
You too. And we leave.
So what's this thing he's talking about? Let's continue our march to High Ball. Let's figure out. what
As
this,
we walk,
find
I
The
just-
high hall, not the high wall, not the high ball, not no fall hall.
No, as we begin to walk, I just casually explain to him what a crusade is. And
Okay.
why we need to make sure that we never have any horns or tails.
No horns or tails. Because that's the way of the sinner.
Exactly.
According to Boblin the Goblin.
Well, I don't carry either one, so I'm good.
That's good. That's good. Didn't know if you were casting a spell this
So
entire
you'll-
time, making sure you're illusioned.
So
I
y'all
quickly
are-
touch his shoulder, make sure that it doesn't pass through him.
So just making sure you guys are heading towards the high hall.
Yes.
So you start to make your way through the town. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
You do it, advantage.
12.
Roll again.
14.
14?
Yeah.
So you see a man on the side of the road selling small objects. They seem to catch your eye because one of them seems to give you a faint magical essence as you hear in your ear. This could be interesting. Try this opportunity. I bet it could be fun.
I approach.
You make your way over to the man and he's selling small wares on the side of the street. He seems to be a pop-up vendor.
Don't mind this peasant thief.
Yes.
Would you like to buy some of my fun objects? It's a little trick I do. Everybody comes up, I find a little thing in my bag, and I pull it out, and it's just for you.
I look at the one that was magical.
You see that it was a small thing that he's holding that's magical that he's saying he's pulling something out of.
Do I see this magical object?
You do. Would you like to cast Detect Magic?
Yes.
Just so you know, that does have verbal components, so it's like you're casting a spell in front of this guy.
Don't do it. We don't want to draw attention to ourselves like this. I will say, sure, why not? Let's see what